What's up, peeps? Julian Williams here at the Distance video for you guys this evening. This one's going to be a quick fantasy match. This one's going to be Riddick Bowe versus Larry Holmes. This one was a request. I haven't, really had much of a chance to get into a lot of the fantasy matches that have been requested. So I'll get quickly into this one as much as I can, and then I'll do another one. I think I might have another video, and I'm going straight to fucking bed. And I'll talk to you guys next time I talk to you guys. It'll probably be sometime tomorrow or the day after. We'll see. So let's get into Larry Holmes versus Riddick Bowe. So, of course, Larry Holmes, I think, hands down, was the champion. A lot of people refer to Sonny Liston as a champion that nobody wanted. I think there's even a documentary. However, throughout history, there have been many heavyweight champions that were not wanted. The first being Jack Johnson, another being Gene Tunney, another being Sonny Liston. That's just the way of history. But Larry Holmes, I think, was one of the most hated champions of all time, and it's because he had more of a tell it like it is attitude. And then you can see him in some of these commercials, like the Ford truck commercial and the KFC commercial. It's kind of a fakeness to him. It's kind of like, this isn't really me, but I'll do it anyway because it makes me money. So that tell like it is attitude, and also the fight with Ali, where he's kind of telling the ref to stop the fight, just made him not much of a likable individual. And then on the other hand, you have Riddick Bowe. As I mentioned 2 years ago, was an enigma of sorts. Riddick Bowe was a big boxer out of Brooklyn. He was known for his erratic behavior. Fights where he's kicking other fighters. He hit Elijah Tillery with that Royal Rumble clothesline. The bizarre fights with Andrew Galala, where actually Galala was in the wrong. However, he's probably going to be most known for the trilogy with Evander Holyfield and Fan Man in the second fight. So what you have here is you have two fighters from the East Coast. You have one, Larry Holmes, who was tall, quick, jabbed a lot, fought well behind the jab, quick on his feet, quick at creating his shots off the jab, quick with his angles. And then you have Riddick Bowe, who's a big fighter, who knew how to utilize his size and put his weight in, had a decent time in his left hook and put his weight, into his shots, incorporate a lot of his weight into his shots. If you look at the Holyfield fight, you could tell that that there's a size difference, of course. However, Riddick Bowe was using that size, to jab his way in and jabbing his way out. And then on the inside, he was catching Holyfield with some short, quick shots. And you can see how he turned his body into the shots. Now, with this type of fight, Riddick Bowe had a nice jab as well. He would flicker a bit. And the jab, would set up something. It was setting up maybe a left hook. It set up maybe a short uppercut. It was set up maybe him coming on the inside, fighting on the inside, things of that nature. Because he was a big heavyweight, and also he did well at cutting off the ring. Or if you fight, standing in front of him, then he's gonna make you pay for standing in front of him. On the other hand, you have Larry Holmes. Larry Holmes was known, because everything came off his jab. He moved well, and fighters would kind of come towards him. And he's, hitting them with the jab and wearing them down off of his jab and, timing them with his right hand. Larry Holmes had wonderful timing off his jab, had wonderful timing, on the right hand counter as well. And he also had a nice little right uppercut that he only threw sparingly throughout his prime. And a lot of natural skill that you could tell he had, later on in his career. That cannot be duplicated. And had, natural instinct in the ring. Always knew where he was. This is a tough fight to call, but I would actually go with Larry Holmes in this one. I would go Larry Holmes because his natural instinct is to pop out his jab. The natural instinct is to pop out the jab, and time Riddick Bowe walking inside and continuously turning him, and as he turns, hitting him with the jab. Just timing them, with the jab, timing them with the right hand. I think that Larry Holmes would try his best to keep his distance because he's fighting a bigger heavyweight. He's fighting a bigger heavyweight who, of course, has a size and a weight advantage on him. So I think Larry Holmes would probably do whatever he could, to come out with a unanimous decision against Riddick Bowe. I think, like I said, I think he's going to turn, pivot his body, and just pop the jab out. That's just my opinion. So anyway, peeps, let me know what you think. That was Distance. Thanks for watching. Peace.